Hi, Dr. TJ Dixon, your intuitive guide to transformation, connecting to your best life. Today's message is about the power of partnership. Now, bring you this message as a reminder to look for where you can partner. It could be in business, it could be in your personal life, but I'm going to focus today on business. As you know, I own Taraji LLC. I do life coaching, business coaching, amongst other things. And so for me personally, I was looking for a way to reach a group of youth that was near and dear to my heart in the community I grew up in. And they were looking for and looking to help them with getting and keeping their first jobs for this summer. So I thought, how can I do this? To be frank, in my business, I was not reaching youth. And I definitely wasn't reaching youth in the community that I grew up with. So I started to think a little bit outside the box. I own my business. I create my contracts. I'm independent of being employed by someone and all of that. So I wanted to give you that little bit of a background. But when I thought about it, I said, where can I partner? Because I'm not reaching this group. Where can I partner? And I thought about the former organization, the former nonprofit I had worked for. The nonprofit that I had worked for as a chief financial officer and VP of operations back when I was in my accounting career. And I thought, wait a minute, they have a program. They have a program that they do every summer, and they reach the very group of kids that I would like to reach, that very group from the community primarily that I grew up in, and they're young. And what do they need? They need coaches to help them get and keep their jobs. Again, for some of them, their first jobs. For others, they just wanted a summer job while school was out. So I decided to partner. I decided to go back, talk to the CEO of that organization and get his thoughts about me coming back to partner with them for the summer. Now, granted, on paper, I was an employee, but in my mind and in my grand scheme of my business plan, I was a partner with that nonprofit to provide a service that I really wanted to provide to reach the target market I really wanted to reach. They needed a coach. And not only did they need a coach, they needed a coach lead because they have a number of coaches they have to have over the summer, approximately 6. And so I led the group of coaches as well as had a caseload of about 23 youth. And it worked so well. It was one of the best groups, one of the most successful summers that this organization had with this particular program. I had a blast. I loved it. I was able to build relationships with the youth that is going on beyond even the employment for the summer. I even had a youth say to me, hey, Coach Dixon, I would really like to keep up with you. I'm going off to college in a few weeks, and I really want to be able to check in with you. I've had other youth contact me and say, hey, can I use you for a reference? Because not only have they fulfilled their summer jobs, they are now looking for permanent placements and permanent jobs throughout the school year, and they are needing references. And so I'm there for that as well. And so I tell you this story to say this. Where in your life can you partner? Where in your life can you think outside of the box? If what you're trying to do, if what's on your heart, what you know you've been called to do, if what is on your heart is something that you can see yourself doing, you feel compelled to do, think about where can you partner. Think outside the box. Don't let the labels keep you from really being and bringing together those partnerships to really help not only you get where you're wanting to be, but be a blessing wherever you're going with whomever you're partnering with. See, in this story that I told you, there were so many winners. Everybody won. I won because I got to reach the target market, the group of young people that I wanted to reach. The organization won because they needed great coaches, and they had I worked with a phenomenal group of coaches this summer. They needed someone to lead them. I enjoyed that role as well. And they also needed someone who could really relate to the youth. And so here it was. I had this partnership with them. And then finally, the youth won. Why? Because they had great coaches. They had us there to coach them. I was there for them to coach them because not only do I coach for the summer, not only was I their career and life skills coach, I have many years of experience coaching executives, coaching people personally, coaching other business owners. So there was a real, it just really expanded beyond the coaching that I had even been doing. I've even coached with Gallup Strengths Finders. That's one of the latest areas of coaching I've gone into. And I was able to coach them and talk to them and get them the success they wanted, which was to get a job, find a job, get a job, keep a job this summer. And they did very well. So where can you partner? I didn't let the label of being an employee for the summer stop me, because to me, it was just simply an extension of my business. For IRS purposes, I had to look like I was an employee on paper, but really I partnered with that organization. Where can you partner? Where can you think outside the box to make your dreams come true, to be a blessing to others, to really have this full, great effect? And not only that, look in your life. Currently, I am working on the launch of my newest business, which is Global Holistic Healing and Healthcare, where we're going to be providing in-home, initially non-medical services to people, particularly the elderly. Currently, through my business, Taraji LLC, I'm already offering some in-home care from the financial standpoint for a couple. That all, again, with that particular business with Global, I am partnering with my husband to build this business, to get this business going. And not only that, we will have contractors who will come in, who will work for us, who will do things like companion care, who will come in and do things like cleaning of someone's homes, who can come in and do things like doing laundry, taking people to the grocery stores that need it, providing transportation, even looking at doing some end-of-life care services, because even that is important, to provide those services for families, for people who are going through the dying process, to make sure that they have what they need so they can live their best life all the way to the end of their physical lives. But looking at all of these partners we're going to have in order to make this business a success, to be a blessing to the people who will utilize those services. Where, again, can you partner? It's not just about our personal relationships. It's about making our dreams come true. It's about our business relationships. It's about our career relationships. Where can you partner? Who in your life, where in your life can you join up with someone, with an organization, to really get yourself launched and go to that next level where you really want to be? Thank you so much for watching. I just really wanted to bring this message to you about the power of partnerships, share my story of how lately I've been doing some partnering, and encourage you to be interdependent. A lot of us are preaching independence, independence, independence right now. Be, an island unto yourself. Then in the total opposite of that is being dependent, not doing much for yourselves, maybe holding on to somebody and using them from what you can get out of it. In both those scenarios, when they're out of balance, it is really toxic. But interdependence, when we're working to help one another to get where we're trying to go, whether that's a partnership with an organization or with an individual, that is the best and most healthy way to be. So again, where can you bring in more interdependence? Where can you start partnering and truly live your best life? Take care.